Hello, everybody, and welcome to St. Michael's Podcast, Episode 8. Today we have a special guest, James Hentz, and the rest of us. I'm Keaton, got Ruthie, Aiden, and Brady doing our tech, so let's go ahead and get this started. So, who or what got you thinking about becoming a priest?
So, definitely my first inspiration was a former pastor at St. Michael's, Father Bill, or Monsignor Bill Stumpf, and he was really the first priest I remembered kind of being just so joyful, and just he was always available just to talk about faith, whatever else he was doing. He just always that joy always just drew me to the priesthood. That was really the first time I thought about, like, hey, maybe I could do what he does. Now even then, it was still like a very basic. Oh, it seemed like he just kind of says mass and goes home the rest of the day. But there's still always that joy with Father Bill.
So, what seminary are you at?
I am at Bishop Simon Bertay College Seminary on the west side of Indianapolis. That's a college seminary in the sense that I attend classes at Marian University. So I'll be graduating with a degree in Catholic Studies with a concentration in pre-theology in preparation for me to go down to St. Meinrad Seminary in Ferdinand, Indiana for major seminary after graduation this year.
So, how many people are at the seminary?
Yeah, so in the castle, so it's an old Carmelite monastery, so it literally looks like a castle, which is great. This year we had 25 other seminarians. It can hold up to about 45, 50 seminarians. In my freshman year, I think we had like 30 some odd. They're all from, I think we have 7 or 8 dioceses representative. You have Indianapolis, of course, Fort Wayne, South Bend, Lexington, Louisville, Cincinnati, Springfield, Gary. Yeah.
So, what will your day look like at the seminary? What would it consist of?
At the seminary, so I wake up about 5:30 every day and make a holy hour before Mass at 6:45. Then Mass and morning prayer. And then I'll usually head off to classes. Some semesters I have like an 8 a.m., but I'll be at classes usually from 8 to 3:15 or with gaps in between. But usually 4 or 5 we'll have adoration on Tuesdays. So we'll have evening prayer at 5 o'clock, and then really just kind of dinner and other just free time till about 9 o'clock. And then we have night prayer, and sometimes there's an adoration on 8 o'clock, just on different days.
So,
Nice.
What other stuff than going to classes and stuff like that? What do you usually do in your free time there at the seminary?
So that's the crazy thing about college, especially college seminary, that there's so much free time, but there's so little free time.
Yeah.
So besides classes, a lot of times just when on campus, just hanging out with other guys who are also there at the same time, with friends who are on campus, and then kind of outside of it, back at the seminary, just free time. Like on Saturdays, we'll have work sessions, so we'll get work from like 10 to noon. Just like I was on the outdoor crew this year, so you're mulching things, chopping wood. So that's kind of our chores essentially. Then other times we'll just watch movies, play Dungeons and Dragons, foosball, ping pong. I like to bake, so a lot of times on the weekends I'll bake breads and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff there.
Can you talk about like all the different things that are really offered at the seminary, like with free time and classes and stuff like that?
Yeah, so in terms of offer, a lot of community. It's a lot of community there, and that you're really encouraged to spend a lot of time with the guys. The guys you're going to be ordained with, especially your diocesan brothers, like other seminarians, their sites in Indianapolis. And then also you have just the ability for, I may be able to have confessions, or make a confession like 3 or 4 times a week. I'm able to get the Mass and holy hour pretty much every day of the week. All the sacraments are so available at the seminary, which is great. And then classes, like I'm learning a lot about. Right now, I'm learning a lot about philosophy, which would be kind of the leading into theology at major seminary.
Okay, so where are you going this summer?
So this summer I'll have a parish assignment at the Holy Name of Jesus in Beech Grove, Indiana. With that, I'll pretty much just be quote-unquote shadowing the pastor there, Father Bob Robeson, and I'm really just kind of there to see what is the life of a priest's life, kind of outside seminary, and say what is a priest really doing day after day.
Are you excited to go and do that?
I'm really excited. This has really been one of the things to look forward to, because I entered seminary. My second semester there was the COVID semester, so I haven't exactly had a normal experience of priesthood. So I'm really excited. Kind of everything's kind of slowing down, able to start kind of seeing what the priest does on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Can you talk about the difference between like just a normal life and a life at the seminary?
Well, it's a lot crazier to seminary, just because there's 25 some odd guys just running around in a castle. It's just a lot crazy. A lot of beds get flipped and put on roofs and stuff like that. But it's not just that. It's pretty similar to like a normal. I mean, we're still just normal guys. I mean, we do. I mean, we have a lot more organized prayer time than most people do, which is a huge blessing. But more or less, we're still just kind of going through our day-to-days with classes and activities.
So, where do you hope to be a priest at in the future once you're ordained?
Wherever the Archbishop tells me to go.
I figured, yeah.
I mean, maybe like just a country parish, because I've been going to school in the city for a while, so if I can be out in the country for a bit, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Well, with that, I think we're going to end the podcast. That was episode 8. We want to give a special thanks to James for coming on the podcast and talking with us. It was very nice to talk with you, and thank you all for listening. God bless.